nerds, 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 nerds.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our Boys Post Show, episode 6. Spoilers ahead. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, follow Nerd Initiative, not only on the website, but here on YouTube. Hit the notification button. Never miss an episode. This is your home for post show content, whether it is Daredevil Born Again, which this week we will be doing a live wrap up of the season Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then, of course, your boys content. And then we even got things like Spider Noir and all the wonderful movies coming out. So this is episode 6. Though heavens fall, excuse me.
Though the heavens fall.
Though the heavens
Though
fall.
the heavens fall.
Yep.
Sounds very intense.
It is intense. So why don't you kind of, like I said, spoilers ahead. This is a big episode. This is a big episode setting us up for the sprint to the finish, if you will, of the final two. So Lauren, why don't you kind of give us a little rundown?
So we basically got two kind of things going on. So Annie and Huey go off to sneak the virus into a church with an air freshener. Those things can be deadly, apparently. So Father catches them and a fight ensues. Huey threatens him with the virus and he lies saying Annie already got the antidote. And here we actually learn that one, Father and Annie have a relationship. She used to look up to him as a big brother. He convinced her not to get a cross tramp stamp. And we learn that Father, and I have gotten this sense from him, he genuinely seems perfectly fine with backing up Homelander, unlike Firecracker. But he says God never listened. He's prayed for years and God never listened, but Homelander is listening.
This was very
perfectly
good.
fine.
I do want to kind of touch on this because I think that's kind of like real. You know, when you think about religion, and one of the things that I struggle with religion is how, if God is so whatever, people still get cancer and die, kids die, like all this stuff. So that's always been one of the points, right? You ask God, like, oh, turn to God, turn to God. Well, where is God when all this bad stuff is happening to these people that don't deserve it necessarily? And I got to say, man, Father isn't exactly wrong. He just is not a good dude, though.
No, not a good dude at all. The actor, though, Daveed Diggs is killing it because he's
so good.
Such charisma. Yeah, you like when he's there, but yeah, you do hate him. I'm hoping that he becomes more prevalent as it goes. But so at this church, though, we see a wall of pictures of psychics, and they're like, why do they need psychics? What's going on? And Annie and Huey see Firecracker's corpse, so they are now aware that she's done. But they do make it out of there, but they're not able to do what they necessarily wanted to do. So meanwhile, the Deep is forced to back a pipeline to ensure that America continues to get oil because they have a feeling that the Saudis are going to pull the oil after Homelander announces he is the new god, because they're not going to be okay with that. Despite saying the fish don't like it, because Deep's like, no, the fish don't like pipelines. The fish don't like, and this is what drives me nuts about it, because the Deep does care about things.
He does. He really cares about the animals, but he's so stupid.
Yes, he is so well, he's just selfish, and he is stupid. But I stand by, like, Namor, Aquaman, the Deep. They have the best freaking superpowers because they can swim down to the Mariana Trench. They can handle the pressure. They can breathe underwater. They can talk to sharks. They can talk to whales.
Honestly,
that is
cool.
So cool.
They would be able to, like, see some really cool stuff in the ocean like that.
Yes.
No normal person will ever see. I'd be chilling in the damn Titanic all the time if I had those powers.
Well, I don't know if that's right. I'm more a Caribbean kind of person. The Titanic's probably really cold.
Doesn't bother me, though. You've got that.
You still got Leonardo DiCaprio's corpse floating down there.
He's somewhere down there. Yeah, poor guy.
He probably still feels cold, I would think.
I would go get that dang blue pendant that freaking, what's her name, threw into the ocean.
Rose. What a selfish move. Like, I'm about to die, so I can't have this anymore. Neither can you. I'm going to drop it in the ocean. What an idiot. That movie and
selfish moves. Anyways, yeah.
Okay. So the pipeline.
They need to make sure America's getting oil because the Saudis aren't going to take too kindly to Homelander being announced as God. And
right. So the Deep is finally like, yeah, I'll do it. The pipeline's safe. He puts out ads. It's eco-friendly. Don't worry, pro-Earth people. I got you. But now
the pipeline explodes, causing a fish genocide. Not just killing fish. It is labeled as fish genocide, which to him it's destroying the Deep, obviously, because that's all.
Jeremy the fish, yeah. And he's like, Jeremy.
We know it was you, Kevin.
Yes.
We know, Kevin. That was okay. That was hilarious. Like, just that.
It was hilarious, but yeah. God. But even like the Deep's like laying there covered with oil in his gills, and he's like, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
It's bad.
it's fished, and that's going to come into play here soon. Of
Yeah.
course, but
So our main plot, though, of course, is the hunt for V1 continues because now, they got the Homelander and Soldier Boy were told by Mr. Marathon, Bombsight has V1, and the boys figured it out in King of Hell. So they're both continue on their search for V1. So how they go about it and, with different ways. So when Homelander started killing everyone with dirt on him, the Legend, I don't know if everybody remembers the Legend, Paul Reiser, love the Legend. He had his assets frozen. So he's like, I got to get out of here. I got to hide. I know way too much. They're going to kill me. So he's hiding by working in a Vought movie theater. Kimiko, and Butcher pursue him to get a lead on Bombsight. He then takes them to Vought villages. Of course, this is a nod to the villages in Florida. And he tells them, you got to talk to Golden Geisha. That was Bombsight's girlfriend, or Goldie. And of course, they're like, that's incredibly offensive. And then they show that clip of the movie with the white Native American. Not Native American.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. No. It was
making fun of older movies. Yeah, that had white people playing minorities.
John Wayne days and everything like that.
Yeah. So all the numbers she has for Bombsight are essentially outdated. Well, meanwhile, Ashley reads Soldier Boy's mind, and her and Sage learn that they're being lied to about the V1. Soldier Boy comes in. Ashley's like hiding. This is Voldemort, Ashley. And as soon as Soldier Boy walks out, she's like, oh my gosh, his head was crazy, but he's lying to you. They have a lead on V1. So Sage decides, like, F this. I'm only out for myself. I'm going to go to the boys. And she gets Soldier Boy to agree, like, to help her find Bombsight. She's like, hey, she reaches out to him. And because Soldier Boy and Homelander are they're not in this together at this point. Like, they kind of went like they're separate ways.
Yeah, pretty much. Because the whole thing is essentially thinking that, go ahead.
Well, Sage set up the trap for them.
Yes.
She sent them to a house, and on there, it was a laptop of amputee Stormfront giving a hand job to Homelander.
Yes.
And Soldier Boy's not happy about it.
At all. No. So she's basically pitting them against each other because in her mind, Soldier Boy would never let him get V1, and he'd rather kill Homelander than give him V1. And the logic is there. You would think, like, the logic is very much there.
And Sage doesn't want Homelander to get V1. She doesn't want him to live forever.
It is interesting because the way she describes it is she loved this dude who just basically went off the rails, because at first she really believed in Homelander and really, bought into what he was doing, but now
I don't know what her original intention was. I
don't either, honestly. Like, did she think that maybe it would get put into power to where people or she would be able to go to that bunker? I think because you don't really understand her whole motivations at the end of the day, I guess.
And it's like, I do wonder if her getting her heart broken by Godolkin changed her mind in any way, or if, like, Homelander not listening, because Homelander's not listening to her anymore. He told her, I'm smart enough to listen to you, but his ego's bigger than his intelligence.
I think that's really kind of what it is. He's casting her aside the way that, like, everybody else in her life kind of did. And I think that's really probably where it comes from. But
I mean, I really wonder, when he first grabbed her, though, I feel like her intentions were probably still the same. I just want to read uninterrupted. So I don't know. I hope we find out more of what her original intention was, if it was different. But so anyways, Soldier Boy's like, what is this? Some amputee, like, whatever. What did you do to her? And Homelander's like, I loved her. I didn't do anything to her. It was Ryan. I kept her alive as long as I could. And he's like, well, why were you doing this? He's like, because I couldn't let her go. Soldier Boy's pissed, but he does obviously believe him a little bit. So basically Sage reaches out to Homelander and she's like, hey, help me get, and she's got a number for Bombsight. So she messages Bombsight. They send a picture of Goldie all locked up or all tied up. He comes to save her, and he has the V1 because he wanted to give it to Goldie so that they could live together forever. She's refused it before. She's continuing to refuse it before. She wants to age.
He's holding out hope. It's his love, the love of his life. He's really kind of holding out hope that she'll change her mind, and she doesn't want to. She's very adamant against it. I thought, when we kind of get to the point, I thought her and Kimiko had a really kind of
a bonding moment.
Yeah. Kimiko's just bonding with everybody this season.
Yeah. Well, and she ends up saving Kimiko from Bombsight. He's about to, I think Kimiko could have held her own, but when Bombsight shows up, he, attacks Butcher and everybody to protect Goldie, and Goldie protects Kimiko, and they give a cute little nod because she looked up to her and she said it was nice to see somebody on TV that looked like her. And she learned English through using the subtitles on Golden Geisha. But Soldier Boy tells Bombsight, like, she's never going to take it. He's like, maybe one day I'll find somebody who will. So he's lonely. And I think he's suffering through probably some of the same stuff that Soldier Boy is that all the people that they originally loved are gone or dying.
Exactly. It's a lonely life. You don't want to live forever if everybody you loved still is mortal and ends up dying. I mean, it's one of those, like, the tale as old as time as far as immortality.
Right. Yeah. And he even says, like, what would you do for Clara to be back here again? So obviously, Bombsight is very familiar with their relationship. And Soldier Boy said that to Homelander, too. He's like, you had, such a small time with her. I was with her for decades. So I'm starting to wonder if, like, she only married Frederick Vought for, like, certain political reasons and whatnot. And she was having an affair with Soldier Boy all
There's
that time.
got to be something because their relationship really seemed deep. Like they seem more than just like hookup. Like something
he's
was
clearly in
definite.
love with her. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the reason why ultimately, after beating Bombsight and convincing him to like, hey, give me the V1, I can turn you back into mortal. You can go die with her, whatever.
Yeah, and he takes
over the V1 because he goes, I hate your guts, but Clara saw something in you. I don't know what. That's good enough for me, basically.
Oh, right. Homelander. Right.
Yes,
so he convinces Bombsight, voluntarily gives it to him. And he's like, well, you would do that for me? You would make me mortal? But I do want to just say this line real quick. And when we cover the whole season on our podcast, I'm going to have to say this again because Bombsight shows up and he says Ben to him. He calls Soldier Boy Ben. And he's like, I've waited so long to punch that pretty face or whatever. And Soldier Boy goes, the queen sat on this face. This face is a national treasure.
Yeah. I completely forgot about that line.
Oh my God. That was when I might write my review, which is already out now. I haven't written yet, but it is out now on nerdinitiative.com. I will be putting that quote and like highlights.
Pay to see that video. If it's out there somewhere,
Release the Herogasm files, guys. It's got it. Maybe it's in there.
Tapes, from Born Again. So
yeah, Karen Page is old news. I don't need, well, I mean, she's very relevant news in Daredevil right now, but I don't need that tape anymore. I need the queen on the Soldier Boy's face.
But yeah, oh God. He ultimately gives up the V1. Homelander lasers his arm open as we see because he couldn't inject it, and that's when he gives it up. And then you get Sage, Butcher. They're like, oh God.
They're confused. Well, Sage is confused. This is right. This wasn't supposed to happen.
He goes, he's supposed to not give it. He's supposed to destroy it. He hates him. What is going? This is and then it really leads into something in episode 7 where love is unpredictable and makes people do unpredictable things. And that's not something a smart brain can ever fully comprehend or predict. And I don't know how
there's a lot of songs about love making you do crazy things, Sage. You didn't take all that into consideration.
She's too smart for love.
I thought this episode was a lot of fun because I love the legend. I love that we got the older, Soups. I love the heart to heart he had with Homelander, and Homelander like let him go. He's like,
I was waiting for him to kill him, but no, he goes, just leave, get out of here before I change my mind. Oh, it's very weird.
The deep popcorn bucket. You think they'll actually make that ever? It looked like
the
Wolverine one.
Yeah. Yes.
That was amazing.
Oh my God. I almost hope they do as like a joke, make a limited run or so. I bet you I can probably 3D print that.
Oh God.
I'm just going to be 3D printing a deep popcorn bucket. And they're going, what is wrong with you?
I would like more scenes with the Legend and Soldier Boy because they both drop the same kind of comments about like their sexual escapades from the back.
Oh yeah, they do.
And nobody knows who they're talking about, either one of them. But they both do it, and I think it's fantastic. And I love the guy in the nursing home with the long balls, and Butcher's like, this one's for you because the love sausage.
I love the geriatric Soups kind of holding their own a little bit there. It was hilarious as they're trying to protect Goldie and everything, but because it's not something you think about, like geriatric Soups. What happens? Everybody gets old unless you're immortal. So time comes for everybody eventually. And so I never think, and you never think about it, I guess, in normal superhero stories because
they just keep keeping them the same age.
Batman's never going to age. Superman's never going to age unless it's written that way.
We got Old Man Logan.
Yeah, I don't know why it was so funny to me.
Geriatric Logan, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know how they're going to beat home. I really don't. In 2 episodes, they got to wrap this up somehow, and I do not know how they're going to wrap this up. He's got V1. Something's got to happen. I don't know. It's not going to be Soldier Boy, as we all thought Soldier Boy would take him out. Probably not going to be Soldier Boy. We have no idea because we haven't seen the finale yet.
We'll have to do, after we cover the next episode, we'll have to do our predictions for the finale because I do have some predictions, but I don't want to say them until after we review.
Well, yeah, people see episode 7 and that's out there.
Yeah,
for sure. So, but yeah, this is great. I forgot to, obviously the background there, I forgot to change from Jared from episode 5 because we just recorded 5 and 6 back to back. So hope everybody enjoyed Jared's hairline and a little bit of his neck. Gina there in the background. It's because
he just got back from Bogota. He was picking up some Coca-Cola.
He's gone but not forgotten. All right, just Just look at that man.
In the
Look at that man.
arms of the angel.
just
And the
$1 a
angel
day.
is yeah. You know, it was funny when I was doing the pictures. This is just a fun fact for everybody out there. When I was pulling the pictures from the Amazon Press Photo, which anybody can go to that website and see those pictures, they always add the descriptions of the people, and it's their real name and the character they're playing. And for Misha Collins, it said Castiel. So
I do
somebody must have, whoever put that in must have been a Supernatural fan. I had to change all of it Malchemical in the review.
They just copied and pasted from when Supernatural was on Amazon or whatever.
But they changed Jared and Jensen.
That's true. That's a good point. Good point. Oh man. Yeah. So, hey, 2 episodes left. Make sure to come right here next week for your post show. Let us know what your favorite moments have been so far and how maybe you think it's going to end. Drop it in the comments, man. Hit us up on social media. Come follow us. And until next time.
And yeah, we're covering the comics on Saturday. Saturdays are for the boys. We got reels with the backgrounds of some of the comic characters on our socials, and we got lots of reviews on the website, nerdinitiative.com. We got you covered.
Check it. Lauren's got you covered.
Check it out.
Lauren mostly's got you covered.
Not as much as the Queen had Soldier Boy's face covered, but
she was a small woman. Maybe it wasn't that covered. I don't know. Who knows? But
I don't know. She's got Soldier Boy. She's going all in.
I don't know. Guess we'll have to see. Anyways, peace out, everybody. We will see you next week. If anybody knows what the Queen that video is, drop it. Let us know. We need it for research.